Fog Entertainment back again. We're here with a brand new video looking at Sons of Anarchy Season 5 as we are on the journey to wrap up this season and steamroll right our way into Season 6. But what are we here to talk about? I'll tell you what we're here to talk about, guys. We are here to talk about the almighty, the big Clay model. And what have he fled? To Belfast. Belfast. What a place, God's country. We maybe not go as far as saying that, but here, how would it have worked and how would it have played out? Obviously Jax had different ideas, didn't really allow it to happen, sent Clay to jail, Fear the Helper, Tig, Juice, Gemma. If you actually think of it, the three people that were closest to Tig throughout the entire show, or not Tig, sorry, the three people that were closest to Clay throughout the entire show are the ones that brought him down. And also, I guess you could throw in Jax in that as well. I guess it was his stepson after all, but like the four closest to him are the ones that brought him down, which is mental. And as Torek points out, you've got away with countless murders over the years, but the one you didn't do is the one that's going to give you the death sentence. I just love Sons of Anarchy when they, you know, and they come up with lines like that. It truly is wonderful. But here today, as you hear the birds chirping in Belfast, we're recording this in Belfast, troops. So what would have happened if Clay fled to Belfast? Well, you know, he wanted to lay low, regroup, come back out to California in a wee while's time. How would that have been able to work with Jack? I mean, due to the events that actually played out in like season 7, right, in like season 6 and 7, maybe Jack's teller would have been dead, and therefore Clay coming back could have actually been possible. Now all I would say is, I think it would have, not bittersweet the right word, I just couldn't imagine Sons like ending the way it did if Clay Morrow was still alive. I think Clay had to die. You know, you just have those characters in TV shows that have to die, and I mean, I would say Clay Morrow is pretty much like a prime example of a character that just had to die. He just had to for the story to be complete. Clarence Morrow meets Mr. Mayhem. It had to happen, troops. Whether it was season 5 or season 6, which there is one more theory vid coming, and it is about should they have killed Clay off in season 6, or season 5, sorry. But what if he fled to Belfast? Well, I mean, he could have regrouped and came back out to California. But I think the crucial thing that we could be missing here is, could Clay Morrow have joined the IRA? It's not out the question. It could have very easily happened, troops. I mean, I don't think the requirements to join necessarily needs to be, oh, you need to be ginger hair and to join. Not that I'm ever going to sign up for it, by the way. But end of the day, Clay Morrow, he could have easily joined anything that made money, anything that made those Benjamins. Clay Morrow was absolutely interested in it, man. You cannot dispute it. The guy did a lot of things for a lot of money, but I think by the end, it's just, I mean, I guess you could change this, like, but could Gemma have went with him? I guess if he actually made it to Belfast, it would have meant Gemma would have maybe portrayed Jax in the process. You know, Gemma's never going to leave Charming, so I think Clay would have had to have done this trip solo, if we're looking at it without our Clay Morrow tinted specs on, ideal word for Clay. He probably would have had Gemma and maybe Juice, could have been his wee tag team partner over in the 6 counties. But realistically, troops, I mean, I think Clay Morrow, he just had to go. He's one of those characters, man, isn't he? You know, it's like Gustavo Fring, just had to die. Had to die for the plot to advance. Like The Walking Dead, The Governor, you know, these shows have got their villains, and they just have to die, don't they? It's even like someone like Negan. Like I would describe Negan as a character that would almost have to die. But obviously The Walking Dead went a different way. It's just shows, I think to perfect shows you do need to have that element of characters that need to die, and I think, you know, for shows to be top tier, it just needs to happen. You know, and there's a lot more shows. I mean, I could be here all day listing shows. But anyway, guys, that's what happened if Clay Morrow went to Belfast. I think he might have just stayed, or came back when Jax died, which was still a realistic possibility at that stage. But would Clay have been sad? I guess he would. I mean, how does season 7 play out though? You know, if Clay gets wind that Jack's killed Gemma. Does he get a first class flight over? Probably by the time he would have got there, Jax is riding in the semi, but it is what it is, troops. Till next time, peace.